Ребят, здрасте. Все слышали про... Я знаю. Особенно, чтобы было и красиво, и правильно. По возможности даже смотрибельно. Но означает, что мы стараться продолжать хотя бы стримельскую. Это означает? Это означает, что мы будем дальше играть. У нас с вами здесь.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on!
Тестовые забеги. Нужно это запереть. Слышал, изменили. Сделали вариации тестовых забегов для новых персонажей. Сейчас посмотрим, что это такое, и по сюжету я остановил на Сумеру. И на нем, скорее всего, мы сейчас с вами и продолжим. Стараемся сегодня хотя бы часть сумерского региона.
Let's ride! Chill out! Oh! Check this out! That's the one! Need a surfboard? Need a surfboard? That's so fantastic!
I got you covered!
Off we go! Catch an epic wave! Carving waves! Need a surfboard? What's up? Let's shred, Need a surfboard? Well played. The area ahead of us later.
И уровня. По крайней мере. И мы тоже пробежимся. Гемогемы лишними.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind strike! Clouds high. The birds call. Stay focused. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Красиво встал, такая эпичная поза под конец. Так, что она такая? Конечно, бесплатная, но мы беремся.
Forget
дальше мы с вами летим уже по сюжету. Да. Дела не проходят. Так, куда нам с вами? Между прочим, я надеюсь, что все вы умеете делать так, чтобы вам было намного проще. Полагаю, у каждого из вас уже имеется клиент, которым он пользуется постоянно. Такое классное перемещение.
All right. Next, let's see your right hand. But please remember that you still need...
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't...
Look, Kale. Today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone
Самое
now?
веселое у меня есть оба этих персонажа.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Чувствуем себя отлично.
Yeah! Since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there. All right. We'll be heading into the forest now.
Yes, you can count on me. So, Kale, what exactly are we going to... Tenari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse.
О, господи, у меня же все статуи семирахонтов открыты, так что... Что еще я должен с этим...
They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the statue of the...
Hi, Traveler, this way!
You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Шанс опять. Пошел. Да, внутри пира мне здесь нафиг не надо. Кто-нибудь аниме и кто-нибудь электро. И гидра тоже нужен. То есть дехи меняем 100%. Кого? Если он на рейде, но пока обойдется.
I'll watch your back.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. No problems with this lamp. Good. Of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh, I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful.
I don't know if I am with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata? Oh, is that the name of the former?
Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sirastaka.
Then what happened?
Well, and then...
You're not too sure. But
yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Если что, ребят, субтитры есть, зачитывать я не буду. Давайте сами.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, because you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say there's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Максимально, я бы сказал, зажечь огонь. Как можно выразиться.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outsider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet.
Это да.
Sorry.
I thought the work of outriders is a little different from what you just described, but...
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot good, so... How do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I stayed in touch by writing one letter. She mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day...
So that's how you knew.
Yep. So please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Gender Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one... So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me.
Mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. Well, you two are up there cleaning. I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
Этим все чуть.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the... Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? You might be right. The statue does well anyway. We'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top and you... Nice work! That's one clean statue! Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some...
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey! Don't be a party pooper! It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for the
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called Pita Pockets. I hope you'll like them.
No! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Господи.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to cook. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be...
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments.
I guess
so. Kale, don't you think that Tighnari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission.
Ну, у меня тут это...
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsiness.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master is actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called... Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants. Sages from the academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeri City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. I know, right? They've always wanted to... Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make...
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tighnari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely... Hey! Now you're in college! That's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't...
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Не понимаю, где нахуй.
Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh. Kale?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk.
Ага.
Good roll. All right. Maybe I'll take one more day off. Knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up.
Достаточно. Так, дождаться 8 утра, значит. Идем. Нравится эта система перемотки времени, очень удобно. Тут чего, подскажите кто-нибудь?
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe...
Уже все там открыл, все сделал.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go.
Huh? Tighnari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she...
You mean she's sick? How could she be? Oh,
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been...
So, Tighnari, what's really...
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something...
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been...
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigue in its final stages. The disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up... With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
It appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me anyway. The person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone. Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her...
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tighnari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine, though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see.
Yeah, we'd like to do something.
Alright, but I must warn you too. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari, where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. New topic. Never bring up the topic of flowers with kindness.
Quietly now.
Да, прокачанных.
Navigating the room. It's a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from.
There should be Nilot Pala Lotuses growing some. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, we'll rendezvous here once you...
Alright, we've gathered enough UFO lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey Tainari, we found the lotus.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling you.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
Пойдем.
Take it easy.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you in Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area. So we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Wait, Kainari! Why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with... Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using...
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, we typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up. Stop. Don't move any further. Look there.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the... Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of the...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this, even with elemental powers. Once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone. Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Here comes the catch. Transfixed.
Overruled. Now, destroy the tumor of the withering. Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area.
Kainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why?
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that, if that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also...
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of... And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being.
Good job.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Witness my cries.
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way. Take it easy. blinding sun. Light is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather. Take it easy.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
What's wrong, Tainari?
This dustbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh? All Paimon sees are faces.
Yes. Allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring...
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still...
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I know when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneo are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid... Please, wait here. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you... No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a...
Yesterday, total 5 dozen.
There are still so many places for us to explore. Everyone home?
I want to experience life in the city. Don't really trust anyone except yourself.
I see everything.
Why is it called the Severus Festival when it's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday?
Some people might enjoy the sun, but I prefer humidity.
Клавихой. Помню.
The rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of
This will be a product. Transfixed!
Aisha should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super fun? Huh? Hot things out here and they're blocking. What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh. place is huge! I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Вот это первое.
quietly now. Take it easy.
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Laid bare.
Я. О, я. Да, я. Я.
What the heck is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Take it easy. Busted. Gotcha.
Transfixed. Witness my lies.
Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Grant me new life. I taste it. I kill you.
managed to avert countless crises before. Your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Oh, Pitter, her highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. But don't you fret now. Today will be your...
What do we do? We haven't seen her. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing. Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop your food on the floor like that? Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring them. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and...
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too...
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid... You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scare you.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro-Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Earth. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing what... It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking ginger.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. All right, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature Sweet Madame.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box...
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers...
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of Earth. That's all right. I'm sure you'll come to a clearer understanding as you remain in Sumeru.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question.
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload. Hence, the adverse taking in any sense similar to the ingredients of spirit-born ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears technically your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of spirit-born ale should no longer trigger such reactions. I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect.
Whoa! You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ratawe Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connections to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous! Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living near me. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes. Well, to an extent. Only the sages say that wisdom implies rationality. But that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the God of Wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall that back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming... just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you...
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could... if only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about...
А что? Found. А. Карта. Granted. Если без стрима, внимание, это генша сейчас идет в стриме. Тут сотника истоков. Оп. Сразу идет. Да ну! Да ну! Иди лесом. Я тебя только что получил бесплатным персонажем. Секундочку, ребят, надо выговориться. Вот и я снова. Что ж. Да, мы получили ее бесплатным персонажем. Да. Бывает. Бывает по-разному. Это мне зачем нужно? О боже мой. Господи, я только что получил дехи, вот только что.
Let's go find some treasure.
Боже. Давайте. О, максимально хп увеличивается. Дополнительный урон зависит. Так. Главное. Процентов. Да? Урон клыков или 10%. Короче, новый. А, ну у тебя уже S2. Ладно, мне куда интереснее, что у меня дехи. Значит, я лучше качать. КПЦ. Задание защиты. Давай. Точно. Господи. Очень пошел. Да вы стэшком. Этого мало, нужно золото. О, у него. Как бы такое. Видишь? Ну, Саня.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Benny's Adventure... Benny's Adventure Team!
Интересно. О. Ну давайте. Всем.
Here comes the catch. Laid bare.
Кому интересно, ставьте на паузу, читайте.
Take it easy.
An impressive bounty.
Time to go.
Transfixed.
Now you're testing my patience.
This is where we
Let's end this now.
laid bare.
Such a pain.
Так. Я мне... дать больше. Ой, кто не будет показывать диковинки? О, отлично.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Долго, конечно.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
Я вообще не понял сразу. Да?
Take it easy.
Сейчас покажем. Наверное, так и делаем.
I got you, boss.
Let's get it on!
Quiet now. Busted.
Look alive!
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential.
It'd be right there.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still... I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the immortal, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kaje?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru.
And how long will I be? Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite...
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tighnari, what was
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse. But all that can wait.
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading...
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find...
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly... Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right! Tighnari, we have something important to say to Kali before we leave!
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. All right.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Take it easy.
The rainforest is the best.
Easy money.
Take it easy.
Gotcha.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as an... But I guess now I understand that the most important thing...
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and cheering your pep. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little messy, so please don't...
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can...
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time well then.
Busted. Gotcha.
Way ahead!
Transfixed.
видимо, вообще ничего не стоит. Так.
Staring into my eye.
Excuse me? Way ahead! Not giving up. I was too slow. Lay to bear.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's last... After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormuz.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please. To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of...
Oh! Since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali! Let's... May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom! Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it! Oh, that'll...
Exactly. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon centuries ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Oh, come on! Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip. My mind's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? You too? Well... Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to the... Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru... Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meet. He's from Sumeru, and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access it. Let's see. Tanai wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Скоро